Welcome to 30 Hairstyles in 30 Days. This is the hairstyle of the day, day 13. What I have here is a middle part right there that leads up into an extreme bump out off the crown. So I will show you a 360 view. Okay, so notice that it's bumped out. It's very bumped out. Yes. So this is kind of a 1960s, 1970s look. And it's something that maybe a 1960s wife of an astronaut might have worn, a look like this. This would be a great look to wear, to something very fancy. However, you're going to want to wear this on a windless day, or you're going to want to wear this inside. This hairstyle will not hold up. Well, there's some things you can do. So anyway, this hairstyle is a really fun one to do. It's just a fun hairstyle. It's not anything you would ever wear to be taken seriously at a job interview or whatnot. Okay, so let's get started on how I got this look. Okay, so this look is all about middle part. And the part is not a perfect middle part because I don't want to look like some kind of Chicago gangsta from the 1920s. This part is a little bit loose, but it is a definite middle part, and it's definitely going to bring symmetry to my face. And I'm getting hair off my temples. That's what I'm trying to do, and I did that with a little gel. And then I'm just going to get my 1.5 inch diameter big barrel curling iron, what I call it, and to start framing the face like that to get the curls. I'm not going to worry too much about the back. The back has already been, gravity has had its way with the back of my hair, and it's not crazy wavy or curly natural like my hair is just when it's air dried. I've done some work with it, curling it, so I'm fine with the back. So then here we go. Taking it out. Oh, it hurts so bad sometimes. Oh man. Okay, that's really all I care about is just this. Okay, and so I'm going to try to recreate that here on the left side. Okie dokie. See how I barrel it up like that? Okay, hold it to the side of my head. I think I got this curling iron at the Goodwill. Or somebody gave it to me, or I got it, there's a free box or something. But I tend to wait till things come into my life. Like this brush broke, and it needs a handle. It doesn't have a handle. The handle broke off, but hopefully a brush will come into my life. I'll remember to get one. I don't know. Okay, I can tell this is gonna hurt. Okay, because I got it all jacked up. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but another thing I do is I let the curls sit for as long as I possibly can. And I'm done with this. I'm gonna unplug it. You just need those two. Okay, so now we're going to be working on the extreme bump out. Okay, the extreme bump out is accomplished with this same tool the same hair implement that I showed on day 1 of 30 hairstyles in 30 days. This is what's going to give you lift. However, before I set this, I'm going to back comb my hair. And the reason that I back comb my hair is so that it's got body and that it turns into kind of a net. And so I'm going to pick it up right about here. Notice that I didn't want, no, see, that's not good. I want I want to maintain that part. Okay, so here we go. The lift, the riser, is going to come up right here. So here we go. You want enough hair again that you're going to be able to cover that. It looks like a caterpillar to me. So that you're going to be able to cover it. I don't know what it's really called. I don't even know if it has a name. And so I'm just going to pick up a lot of hair because I'm doing it's just an extreme bump out. And the best way to back comb is literally with a comb, but I can't find my comb, so you can also back comb with a brush. And back combing, I think they used to call it rat tailing or something like that. And sometimes people are afraid to do it because they're like, I'll never get my hair untangled. But hair is very forgiving if you just wash it. You can usually get all kinds of stuff out of your hair. Okay, I wish I had a comb. Don't have a comb. Okay, so keep on keeping on with the back combing, with the back combing, with the back combing, with the back combing. Just keep on doing it. All right? When you get a nice bird's nest in there, see, it's like a nasty bird's nest. I'm going to take this and I'm going to drive it. And when you work with this, the teeth go forward. So I am going to drive it right here. Okay, it just so happens that these teeth are coming, these teeth are now perpendicular to the part. Okay, so that was the goal. And now I'm going to lay the bird's nest on top of that comb. Okay, now here is where the bobby pins come in. The bobby pins I get are colored. Bobby pins come in all different colors so that they can kind of hide within all different hair colors. So I'm getting my bobby pins that are kind of a brown, orange color. And these bobby pins are only there to secure that thingy. And the cool thing about this thingy is that you can literally drive a bobby pin right through it, the sponge, anywhere you find it. I'm going to go in from the front, and it'll stay there because you can drive it right through that sponge. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm only going to go with 2. Okay. So now all I have left is just to kind of distribute this bird's nest. I'm going to blend it in. And how I blend it in is just like this. I'm blending it, blending it, blending it, blending it. Okay. You got to kind of play with it a little bit. You know, those teeth, you don't want those teeth to be seen, but the thing is, if you buy the comb also comes in different colors as well. Okay, so this is a real definite, this is a 60s look. Okay, now, okay, I'm going to drive in another bobby pin to secure it. I'm going to drive in yet another bobby pin to secure that. I'm coming from the side this time. Okay. All right. Okay, so I just keep blending it and blending it and blending it and getting that bird's nest over the bump out little sponge thing. And then once I am happy with it, I am going to commit. Okay? So when I'm happy with this, when I'm happy with that part, when I've got the hair comb with the bump out sponge, when I've got that in the way I want it, and when I'm happy with it, every single angle, I'm going to commit. And what that means is I'm going to take the stiffest hairspray that I can buy, and I'm going to lacquer my hair. And I'm not going to lacquer these sides too much. I will give them spritz, but I'm going to lacquer this up part, this updo part. And it is going to be almost hard enough. I'm not being literal. I'm figuratively speaking, but it's going to be so hard with hairspray that you can knock on it and make a noise. And they make an extremely good hairspray. I think it's called Freeze Spray or something like that. I think there's several hair care lines that make a hairspray like this. But if you look at the can of hairspray, it's going to be a can. It's not going to be a pump. I don't think you're going to get your way with the pump. You need to have the serious hose down spray. I think it's going to have a picture of somebody with a mohawk on it or something like that. Okay, I don't know what particular heavy duty hold hairspray that you're going to get a hold of. I just know that the one that I work with, which I don't have right now, it has pictures of guys with mohawks, because they'll take those mohawks sometimes and they'll have them like a foot out from their head in spikes. So I think they use cornstarch myself, but this hairspray is so intense. It's the best hold I've ever used. And if you did not have that type of hairspray, the serious hold, just fixative hairspray, then you're not going to be able to wear this hair. And the reason is because it's just kind of precariously balanced with the bird's nest and the bump out. And the last thing you want to do is go someplace and be laughing around, and all of a sudden someone sees this caterpillar thing peeking out from underneath your hair, because it's just not a good look, and it's going to scare people. So that's the saving grace to this whole hairstyle is there's a lot of things, but get a heavy duty hold spray. And I didn't discover a spray like this until I was, well into my, I don't know. It was quite a long time until I found this type of hairspray, but it's like a fixative. It's really something else, and you cannot get it out of your hair without washing it. So once you put it in your hair, you're going to be washing your hair. And then another thing too is somebody might come up to you and be like, "Oh, pretty. Oh, let me run my fingers through your hair." And you're going to want to kind of back off, because they're going to tangle their hair in your hair. They might get their watch stuck in your hair, and it's going to be a debacle. So kind of like keep your distance and say, "Oh, thank you," but this is the kind of thing where you don't. It's not natural. I mean, it's not natural to have your hair that far off your head. Okay. Anyway, so I hope you have enjoyed this, and again, it's it takes that little sponge with the comb and bobby pins. It takes back combing, making a rat's nest. It takes this middle part. It takes a curling iron, and then it takes a hose down with a fixative hairspray that would make it like just a hard net. And you would, I think once you really hosed it down, you could probably go outside, and the humidity wouldn't affect it. It's not going to be a cold weather hairstyle. You're not going to be able to put a woolen acrylic ski cap on top of it, and you're not going to be able to go down the slopes with a hairstyle like this. Okay, so again, that's how I did it.